Hey, welcome to Farm to Table with Amber, where we grow, cook, and eat together. Let me just tell you, I'm pretty mad right now. I walked past my freeze dryer and it has mold in it. Oh my goodness. What in the world do you do when your freeze dryer gets mold in it? Now, this has happened to me before, and you would think that I wouldn't let it happen again. But I've cleaned it out entirely before, and I'm going to walk you through that process of cleaning it out and also tell you the reason why I think it got mold in it. So stay tuned for that. So here we go on a journey that I wish I didn't have to take you on. Let's go check out this freeze dryer. All right, so here's my freeze dryer. I've opened up the door, and as you can see, as I get a little bit closer, you can see the mold in there. And you do not want mold in your freeze dryer. So we're going to clean this out. And it takes a little bit of work. So you'll just see in the next few minutes what we do here. This seal, this rubber seal, needs to be removed. So I will be removing that. And then, of course, inside, I need to reach in there and unhook the outlet so that we can pull this entire tray out and get it cleaned. What a mess. I'm so mad. So we need to unhook this. As you can see, I've pulled it out from the container here, and we're just going to unhook it. So you have to pull pretty hard on this and yank it, but it'll come right off. While I'm cleaning the trays, I'm going to spray this drum down while I clean the rest of the mechanism. Plus, I need to get this ring as well and soak that in Clorox water. All right, so I'm going to show you a few things we will need to get this freeze dryer cleaned. I have a few rags and this container of soapy water. And I have some Clorox bleach in this spray bottle, and we are going to spray all over this. So let's get started. So unfortunately, we have to get this Clorox everywhere. All the nooks and crannies, every little portion of this freeze dryer needs to be sprayed down. And this next step is going to take some time. I'm basically going to wipe down everything that I've sprayed, and I'm going to be extremely thorough. I have sprayed this entire mechanism down with Clorox bleach and water, and I've just been cleaning every little nook and cranny. And I've even taken this dowel and gone in there and gotten some little corners as well, and just working that in there and cleaning everything. What a pain to get mold in your freeze dryer. I hope this has never happened to you, but if it has, will you leave in the description below how you've cleaned it, and maybe some tricks that you've used to clean your freeze dryer after it's gotten mold in it. See these little edges here where you put your trays? You need to stick your finger down in there, or your thumb, and really clean inside of that. You don't want to forget any little corner. All right, flip it over, and we do the same thing to the other side. So lots of fun. Lots and lots of fun. You can only laugh about something like this because I'm telling you, the horrors of mold, it's the worst. But I know how to prevent it. It's not going to happen again. And I'll tell you why. All right, let me give you the rundown of everything that I had to do to clean this freeze dryer. I've washed down the trays. I took out this rubber gasket from the front, soaked it in Clorox water, and now I'm going to dry the insides and make sure that's really dry. I also took a toothbrush to the inside of that and cleaned that out really well. I sprayed down the inside of the drum, and then of course the electrical outlet or the electrical cord had to be sprayed. I poured some Clorox water down the drum. There's a hole that goes down to the tubing that exits the freeze dryer, and so I didn't want any mold in there either. And then I washed down the door, both inside, outside, and the drum, I dried it down. So all of this is going to be dry before I put it back in. Now here is the key or the kicker of why I believe I've had mold in my freeze dryer twice. So the first time it happened, the door ended up being shut tightly, and this was left between the door and the drum. So it's supposed to fit kind of tightly between the two. I'm wondering if they've discontinued these because that happens. I don't know. I'm going to look into it. But this I'm not going to have between the door or the drum unless I'm running a batch. So I'll never put that between there. And I don't think I'll latch the door shut anymore either. So let me know what you do. Do you keep your door unlatched? Do you have one of these that you store between the door and the drum of the freeze dryer? Has it caused you to have any mold? So basically, I'm never doing that again. I will not be latching that door because when you freeze dry food, you will have moisture in there from when the ice melts. So you need to let that evaporate out. That's how I believe my freeze dryer got moldy a second time. So hopefully I've helped you prevent that disaster from happening and also gave you some tips on how to clean up if it does happen. Thanks for watching Farm to Table with Amber, where we grow, cook, and eat together, and sometimes clean up as well. Have a good day.